former assistant U.S. Attorney and Fox News contributor Andy McCarthy. So you heard the new news there from David Spunt. This fellow, Nicholas Roski from Simi Valley, California, apparently tipped police off himself as to what he wanted to do. That, to me, as a layperson, suggests a degree of mental instability that maybe we hadn't considered prior to this.
Well, it could very well be, John. It also could suggest that, they understand, because the law has not been enforced, that there's not sufficient security at the homes of the Supreme Court justices to the point that they're flaunting it. I mean, they know that they can, carry out the kind of demonstrations that we've seen, and they do it with impunity. The Justice Department hasn't enforced the law. And now apparently the case has been moved from the state authorities to the federal authorities. I'll be interested to see what charge they bring in this case. But the fact of the matter is, at any point since the leak came out, the leaked opinion came out, and these demonstrations started, the Justice Department could have conveyed a strong message to the public that it was protecting the Supreme Court justices, their families, and their homes by simply enforcing the law that's on the books. And they continue to say that, what they're against is violence, and what they're worried about is violence. Well, if you allow this to simmer the way they've allowed it to simmer, you're asking for violence, and we almost got it today.
And this idea of allowing it to simmer went literally all the way to the top. Let's remind folks at home what the former press secretary, Jen Psaki, said about protesting outside of the homes of justices of the Supreme Court. Listen here.
Peaceful protest is not extreme. Obviously want people's privacy to be respected. We want people to protest peacefully if they want to protest. That is certainly what the president's view would be.
We want people to protest peacefully if that's what they want to do. That would certainly be the president's view as well. So Jen Psaki basically said that she, the president, everybody in the White House, wants to ignore the law that prohibits picketing or protesting outside a Supreme Court justice's home, and basically saying, go for it. And is it just inevitable that at some point it would lead to what happened early this morning?
Yeah, of course it is, John. In fact, the Justice Department is currently prosecuting, in connection with January 6th, hundreds of cases involving people who did not engage in violence and who only committed the crimes that they've not enforced in this context with the Supreme Court justices, parading and picketing. And their stated reason for doing it is that created such a combustible situation, it created such a potential for violence that they have to act. So it's not like they don't know this, and it's not like Attorney General Garland doesn't know this. He was a federal judge for 20 years. He knows, nobody in America knows more than he knows, that violence is not our red line when it comes to judicial proceedings. Judges in our system are insulated from politics. We don't want political pressure, including protest, picketing, parading, what have you, to affect judicial proceedings. That's not a First Amendment right. That's obstruction of justice.
I mean, this is really troubling, too, Andy, when you consider what's happened in recent days with the killing of the former Judge John Romer in Wisconsin, what happened to Judge Esther Salas's husband and son, Daniel, her beautiful son, Daniel, was gunned down in her doorway in the summer of 2020. And she has been calling for greater protection for judges of all stripes ever since then. And clearly, that's not happening.
No, it's not, John. And look, tomorrow night, we're going to have this extravaganza, this primetime Capitol riot hearing, right, by the January 6th committee, which is going to proceed on the premise that President Trump engaged in such dangerous rhetoric that he created the conditions that made the Capitol riot, they'll say, inevitable. Okay, but what about Senator Schumer? What about going to the front of the Supreme Court and saying, I'm telling you, Kavanaugh, I'm telling you, Gorsuch, you unleash the whirlwind and you're going to pay the price for it. Yeah. What about that?
All right, Andy McCarthy, good to get your thoughts. Maybe you could hang with us. If we get more information, we'll come back to you. Appreciate it.